Welcome to Strategy Sunday. It's Jamila. So, if you know anything about me, if you've watched my videos, you know that I like to just get straight to the point. I'm not one for fluff and pomp and circumstance and whatnot, intros and such. So today, what is my tidbit for the week for Strategy Sunday? It is the mind, our mindset, right? So I've been taking some life coaching courses in harmony with my upcoming expansion of my coaching business into life coaching and helping women improve in their businesses and their lives and their physical fitness, bodies, and things like that. So I'm excited about it, and so I'm going to be officially launching that segment or component of my business in January. But like I said, right now I'm doing some coursework, taking some training and things like that so I can be of the most benefit. So one of the things that I learned that I want to share with you is 2 points, and then I'm going to explain to you how I use them and how I recommend that you use them too, or if you want them, if they could be a benefit to you. So the first thing I learned is that if you dwell on any thought for at least 17 seconds, at that 17-second mark, what starts to happen is like-minded thoughts begin to be attracted into your mind. You start thinking, for example, if you're thinking about something negative, after about 17 seconds, all of a sudden, that whatever situation you're dwelling on or thinking about, you start having deeper thoughts on that or going down into it, or it just keeps digging and going and becoming more and more negative. Now, the same is true if you're dwelling on something that's a positive thought for 17 seconds. After that point, you'll start digging in deeper and deeper on a positive note. So that's just a little tidbit I thought I'd share with you. And then the second point is, if you are dwelling on something positive, after 68 seconds, 1 minute and 8 seconds, your creative juices start flowing. So if you are trying to make a shift or a change in your life, then obviously, as you know, you've got to start changing your thinking, and it has to become more positive, grateful, appreciative, thinking about the things that are going right in your life, not wrong. Because whatever you focus on, whatever you dwell on, if you dwell on what's wrong about your life, if you dwell on what you don't have, if you dwell on your lack, that's what you're going to get more of. So whatever you dwell on is what you will continue to create in your life. So what do you do if something happens, that kind of throws you off your game, you get irritated, upset? How do you kind of snap yourself out of it and get back to a positive mind frame? So let me tell you how I took that information, kind of put my own little spin on it and how it worked for me. So yesterday, I first of all found out my Facebook got hacked, a few days ago, and I had to, change my password. But I used some software in conjunction with my Facebook, and because I changed my password, it threw off my software, and anyway, it just got all jacked up. Well, when I realized that, I was very irritated about it. I mean, I was like, ugh. But I had just learned this particular tidbit or information, and so I said, hold up. I am not about to start my day, because it was in the morning. I'm not about to start my day in this mind frame, and I had to go to a training. I had things to do, and so I needed to be in the right mindset, okay? And so I said, you know what? Watch this. So I set my microwave, because I was in the kitchen, timer for 1 minute and 8 seconds. And what you want to do, and what I did, is you want to go to your happy place, as it were. So for me, that place is when I am putting my son to bed and I'm holding him and snuggling him. Anybody that's a baby, baby snuggles are the best. And I just hold him and snuggle him. And so I just imagine that, when I'm rocking him and his hair on my chin, and it just puts me in a very loving and just grateful, happy state of mind. And I allow those emotions, those feelings. I saw it in my mind's eyes if it was really happening, and I could feel myself feeling those same happy and good feelings and emotions like I feel when I'm actually rocking him and putting him to sleep. And so I just allow that to wash over me, and I stayed there for, the 1 minute and 8 seconds. And then I did feel better. Now, mind you, 5 minutes later, you start thinking about it again. You're like, well, hold up, now this is, And so I said, nope, not going to do it. Did another 68 seconds. And really, after that point, it just kind of went out of my mind. Now, I did think about it later on that day. But here's the thing. it didn't have the same to it like it did earlier. It actually kind of seemed faded, kind of foggy, like, yeah, it's an annoyance, but I don't know, I'm not that worked up. I don't necessarily care so much about it. So here is my tidbit for you, taking all that into account, is this week, when you find yourself faced with a situation or a circumstance or whatever that irritates you, gets you upset, or puts you in a negative frame of mind, I want you to snap yourself out of it using the 68-second rule. Set the timer on your phone, or if you're in your kitchen, on your microwave, and I want you to think and dwell in your happy place. Go to your happy place. Maybe it's imagining yourself just laying in your bed under the covers. If you live in a cold climate, wrapped up in your comforter or whatever. Whatever that place is for you. Maybe it's your feet kicked up on your couch, just chilling, watching your favorite show. Whatever your happy place is, where you just feel those good emotions that are calming, that make you feel happy, maybe even loving and grateful, whatever, that's where you want to go. See it in your mind's eye, feel it, allow the emotions to come up, stay there for 68 seconds, take a deep breath, and after, see if you haven't snapped yourself out of it. And if you need to do it again, do it again. Because what'll happen is sometimes, it'll be more than one irritating situation, or you'll kind of move on past it, or maybe somebody else knows about it and they bring it up and they want to take you back to that place. Not only will you need to do it again in order to, keep yourself focused on the positive, but you'll also need to start informing people in your life. If you're trying to make a shift, you need to start informing people in your life, hey, listen, I appreciate this, that, and the other thing, but I don't really want to hear, about those kinds of things. I'm trying to stay in a positive space. I know that's an irritation. I already dealt with it. And so I'm good, and you're just going to have to kind of start doing that. And it's all right. Cause when we upgrade and we grow, we can't take everybody with us. Everybody's not, everybody's journey is individual, and everybody gets there in their own time. And you don't need to force anybody to come with you. And you don't need to feel bad if you leave anybody behind. They'll get there. They have their own journey. Now, another way that you can use this is because, remember, I mentioned 68 seconds and then your creative juices start flowing, right? So dwell and go to your happy place, because whenever you go there, let's say you have to do something you don't want to do. Let's say you don't feel like cleaning your house, or let's say you don't feel like running errands. Before you do anything, or let's say you don't feel like working out, before you do anything that you don't want to do, like you're just like, or if you're at work, you have some assignment, stop. 68-second rule, go to your happy place. Allow your mindset and mind frame to go to that positive place. And then whatever it is that you have to do, you're going to do it in a much better way than you would if you were carrying it out from this negative space of resistance where you're just like, I don't want to do it. You know what I'm saying? So just keep that in mind. So we'll call that just a snap out of it for the week. So try that 68-second rule, snap out of it, see if it works for you. Feel free to comment or DM me if you're watching this on my IGTV channel. Please follow me. If you're watching this on my YouTube channel, please subscribe. Every Sunday, I put out a brief video sharing just a tidbit that hopefully provides some value or information to help you, experience more positivity or positive change in your life. So that's it for me today. I look forward to sharing some more with you next Sunday, and you all take care and you have a wonderful and amazing week.